hear these contentious cats primed for battle.
He's releasing a line of merchandise saying, I'm cashing in on holism.
He's won as many Oscars as Leo, too.
What the hell, Campbells? Andy Warhol didn't die for this.
Because for these women, their butts really are their moneymakers.
It will be a memorable movie for years to come.
I had to let that one go a little longer just to wail on her for a little bit.
Have you ever heard of that city? I haven't.
Welcome back to another hot edition of Ames Tonight. I am your co-host, Laurel Feeks.
And I'm Annie. Still don't have a nickname, even though I have been here for 3 years, Harmon.
Annie, calm down. Let's get this fun fest started.
And of course, we are nearing the end of awards season of music and film. The Oscars are this Sunday, and everyone's second favorite Jimmy is hosting.
Hey now, Annie. I like Jimmy Kimmel more than Matt Damon does, at least.
It's going to be a star-studded event with La La Land leading the nominations with 12.
That's insane. That's right. Among the 12 nominations are Best Actress, Best Actor, and Best Picture. All high honors, and it would be great to see another white girl to win the Oscar.
Of course, the Oscars aren't not so white this year, but they're still pretty white. In fact, the supporting roles are filled with diversity. Imagine that.
Yeah, let's give it a quick breakdown of Best Actor in a Lead Role. Casey Affleck, white. Andrew Garfield, white, but has played a Hispanic. Range. Ryan Gosling, white. Viggo Mortensen, you guessed it, he's white.
Hey now, let's not forget good old Denzel Washington rounding out the category for his role in Fences.
Okay. 1. Let's head on over to lead actresses. What do Emma Stone, Meryl Streep, Natalie Portman, and Isabelle Huppert have in common? You guessed it, they're white. Now don't get me wrong, Natalie Portman and Meryl Streep have had amazing careers, both already winning an Oscar. They also both have played historical figures this year, so it's understandable that they're nominated. I've seen La La Land and Emma Stone absolutely killed it. Totally deserving on the nomination, what is predicted to be a win. Ruth Negga is the only actress in the category who is not white. I have not seen the film Loving, but I can assume if she's nominated, then she had a hell of a performance.
I have to admit that the Academy has done a much better job of making the Oscars more diverse this year, and that's absolutely terrific.
Of course, I agree that it looks much better than last year. One actress, though, who I do believe was totally snubbed was Taraji P. Henson. She played Katherine Johnson in the film Hidden Figures.
It was baffling to me that she wasn't nominated, especially for the subject matter of the film. She put a man in space with her lady brain. She got Kevin Costner to literally knock out the colored bathrooms at NASA with a crowbar.
A crowbar! Totally. Taraji is one badass woman, and it sucks that she was snubbed, but at least we're totally able to appreciate her performance, right, Annie?
Totally. Hell yeah, she is amazing. Other movies making headlines are Moonlight and Fences. Denzel Washington and Viola Davis have been highly praised for their performances in Fences.
There's always controversy surrounding the Oscars, but let's not be negative. There's so many positive things we could discuss, like
the Columbus Zoo released pictures of twin polar bears. This is the third litter of twins for Mommy Aurora. The twins don't have names yet,
but I will call them Drake and Riri. How many puns can we make about this, Annie?
Bear with me. Gosh, how can I do this? They're polarizing. They're unbearably cute. If you put them in a U.S. Air Force fighter jet, they'd be breaking the sound barrier. If I wrote this whole joke with my bare hands, and it was almost impossible. That whole joke was for you, Meredith Kessel, and a little bit for you, Taylor Mankle.
Yeah, and on that note, stick around for Hannah Joy and Malik.
This is Ames Tonight.
Welcome back to this week's Nightly News. My name is Malik Newson, and your Nightly News is about to be lit.
Lit. Let's go.
Hova has a lot to celebrate this week. Legendary rapper Jay-Z became the first rapper to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. To celebrate this achievement, he released a title playlist of rappers, songwriters in his Hall of Fame. Among them are Kanye West, Lauryn Hill, Eminem, Outkast, and Nas. Jay-Z also tweeted out that this is a win for us. I remember when rap was said to be a fad. Now we are among the greatest songwriters in history.
This past weekend, it was National Drink Wine Day. And for lovers and connoisseurs of wine who sometimes wish they could just stay in and get drunk with their cats instead of real humans, and I get that. I really do. There is some pretty great news. Next time you're indoors with your furry little best friend, you can actually give them cat wine to get a little buzz just like you. And we are not talking about, and nor do we recommend actually spiking your cat's dish bowl with some real alcoholic deliciousness. Apollo Peak has come out with liquid catnip that comes in flavors such as Pinoy Meow and Burgundy. So next time you're feeling like a lonely cat person with no ambition to make real human interactions, no worries. Your furry little friends can be getting turned right there with you.
Rapper, producer, and self-proclaimed god of hip-hop, Kanye West isn't quite the Messiah, but the statue of him in Hollywood says otherwise. Street artist Plastic Jesus, a very fitting name I might add, unveiled this piece Wednesday at a Hollywood Boulevard corner, presenting Yeezus in the position of Jesus Christ when he was crucified. The only difference is Kanye has a gold chain on along with his crown of thorns. The artist says that it is our fault for giving Kanye this God complex, writing the words false idol under his work, saying that unless he has a hiccup in his career, we crucify him. But I bet there are still people who want to crucify him after what he did to Taylor Swift.
Rihanna has just hit a major milestone, and breaking a tie with superstar Michael Jackson, she has earned her 30th top 10 hit on the Billboard charts. Joining elite artists Madonna and the Beatles, Rhee's song Love on the Brain makes her the youngest and fastest solo artist to reach this landmark. She's only 29, and with 30 top 10s, that's a little impressive to say the least. If you think I'll be alone in my room having a dance party to some Riri jams to join in celebration, you would be right. Besides reaching new heights, though, as a notorious singer and songwriter, Rihanna has also been celebrated for a different kind of achievement. She has officially been named the 2017 Harvard University Humanitarian of the Year. She is an influential social activist as well as a global ambassador for education. Winning this award adds her to an even more prestigious list, including Malala Yousafzai and Martin Luther King Sr. If you weren't too impressed by her Billboard achievements, it's pretty hard to deny the positive impact she's trying to make with her profound celebrity presence, which is exactly what I think people should be doing with influence. And with that, my girl crush has turned into a full-blown love affair for my girl Riri.
As President Trump once said, leaks are real, news is fake. Well, unless he leaked it himself. Saturday night, President Trump was at a rally in Florida defending his controversial Muslim ban by pointing out the complications of migrating from Europe, specifically Sweden. He claims that they have gathered in large numbers and are having problems like they've never had possible. What kind of problems, do you ask? Too many Swedish fish-flavored Oreos? Free healthcare? Sure, they made IKEA, but that's more of a you problem. Former Swedish Prime Minister Carl Bildt tweeted, "Sweden? Terror attack? What has he been smoking?" Because Trump lives on Twitter. Looks like Mr. Trump has been taking notes from Kellyanne Conway.
And in most important news, Iceland has a reality show about cats. The furry little feline spin-off show is actually called Keeping Up with the Catarsians. These kittens, which were found in Reykjavik, are naturally the stars of a live video that streams on the internet for all the world to see. There are cameras set up all around the perfectly kitten-sized dollhouse in which these little guys live, and their living spaces really do resemble that of the show Big Brother. And while I know a lot of people say they don't really like reality television because of the obnoxious overload of drama they bring, this is definitely the perfect amount of kitty interaction I need to brighten my day.
The wait is almost over. Two of the hottest acts in both Hollywood and hip-hop, Childish Gambino and Chance the Rapper, are having a stellar 2017, and it's only looking to get better. In an interview with LA's Real 92.3, Gambino talked about his recent style change with his album, Awaken My Love, filming the still untitled Han Solo spinoff and the Spider-Man reboot, and his conversations with Chance. He replied that the two have had times to sit down and just vibe with each other before they really want to release anything. But he definitely confirms that their anticipated fourth collaboration is in the cards. All I can say is, please make this album. I want it so bad. Right up there with the Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole album, And from Migos and Lady Gaga to light up the next Super Bowl. Raindrop!
Drop top!
Thank you.
Tampa Bay quarterback Jameis Winston is the latest professional athlete under scrutiny for making statements about certain beliefs. But rather than standing up for what he believes in or bringing up political ideas, it's really about an awkward exchange he had with fifth graders at a school in St. Petersburg. While he went to the school to give an inspirational speech on following your dreams and doing whatever your heart desires, he said some pretty questionable things regarding gender roles. "All my boys stand up, the ladies sit down," Winston said, along with, "Ladies, they're supposed to be silent, polite, gentle. My men are supposed to be strong." While Winston said he was trying to communicate a positive message at this school, it seems that this was overshadowed by his carelessness in the message he was actually portraying. His excuse of poor word choice doesn't really correlate, seeing that it's pretty hard to misinterpret what he said.
GPS manufacturer TomTom recently performed a study in 48 cities to figure out which city has the most severe evening rush hour traffic. The only American city in the top 15 was none other than Los Angeles. So I guess all that complaining about LA traffic was no joke then. To be fair, it is only the 14th on the list. The absolute worst city for rush hour traffic is Bangkok, Thailand. Senior traffic expert Nick Khan contributes this to being victims of their own success with their growing economy and surging populations. Though I don't hear the guy who lives in this town by himself with any complaints. Hannah, what's wrong? You're kind of acting like Iowa weather, so gloomy.
Sorry, I'm just a little under the weather. It's messing with my sinuses.
You aren't kidding. First sidewalks to ice rinks, and then now it's warm enough to wear shorts?
And now it's raining. Dear Mother Nature, please get it together. I can't be wearing sweatpants in 80-degree weather.
And you don't want to see me in shorts during a blizzard. It is not pretty at all.
Yeah, I've actually seen it. Well, this has been your nightly news.
Stay tuned for more when Taylor Mankle does something that's next.
This is the one, the only Ames Tonight.
Hello and welcome to Ames Tonight. I'm Taylor Mankle, and it is time for a special game host. That's me. I'm here. That's all what we needed. And today we have a very special opportunity as we have some special guests to my right as we now welcome you in to Alternative Facts. That's right. It's a game show where I ask questions and all these people have to do is determine if it's a real or alternative fact. That's right. But there is a caveat to all of this. Each and every individual to my right here that will be a contestant on this show will get one lifeline, the spicy lifeline. That is, you can say that any of these facts are in fact alternative, even if science, common knowledge, or anything else proves that it is in fact just a lie. So, welcome in, one and all, to Real or Alternative Facts. All right, let's meet our contestants today. Once again, I'm Taylor Mankle here, hosting this beautiful show as we have Megan Trap King Moran here along with us. We've got Jimmy Boy Heinrichs here with us, wishing he was Jimmy, but he's close. And then we've got Andreas Drakafar, all to my right. You're going to have to settle down over there on the far side. No. Okay? We're gonna chill. We're just going to have a good time. And do you guys all understand the rules of today? All right, how about a little more energy, Megan Trap King Moran. All right, so yell at you if you do. let's get into things. Let's get into things right here, right now on Real or Alternative Facts. We will start with Jim. Jim, here's the fact. Australia has over 10,000 beaches. Is that a real or alternative fact?
I'm gonna go with that. Sounds like a real fact.
It's a real fact, Jim. You're right. It's a real fact. I'll tell you what, there are so many beaches in Australia that you could, in fact, go to a different beach every day for 27 straight years. That's right.
Wow.
That's a real fact. Moving on. Next question on real or alternative fact. Here. Johnny Depp convinced Nick Cage to become an actor. Andreas, is that a real or alternative fact?
So,
The Depster and the Cage Man. We're going to need a little more urgency.
alternative fact.
That is, in fact, an alternative fact. It was Nicolas Cage that convinced Johnny Depp to be an actor, believe it or not. So, the more you know.
Yeah.
The more you know. Next one is going to the Trap King. Viagra can not only keep a man erect, it can also keep flowers erect weeks after they have been cut. Is that a real or alternative fact?
I'm gonna go with alternative fact.
That's a real fact, you're wrong! Oh my God! Get your crap together! All right. Next one, we're going back to Jimmy Boy. Jimmy Boy. The GM of ISU TV, Andreas Afar, is 36 years old. Real or alternative fact?
Use your lifeline. Use your lifeline.
30.
There will be no help from the other contestants.
37 just sounds a little bit too young. I'm gonna say that's an alternative fact.
Righty-woo, right there, Jim. He is, in fact, 63 years old. Andreas Afar just barely got him on the couch here today. Andreas, let's check in live. How you feeling over there?
You know, you guys are both wrong.
All right, you're taking too long. We're going to move on. Up next, we're going to go back to Andreas, and I'll speak a little louder for you, friend. If you live in the U.S., you have a higher chance of dating Taylor Swift than you do of dying of the bird flu. Is that a real or alternative fact?
I want it to be an alternative fact. It's a fact.
That's true. It's real. Tay Swift, we're coming for you. All right, up next, we're going to Trap King. Scottie Pippen's middle name is Maurice. Real or alternative fact?
Real fact?
That's a real fact. It's Scottie Maurice Pippen. And we'd love to have you on the show, Scottie. Make sure to call me on my cellular device. Up next, we're going back to Jim. Now, Jim, Ames Tonight. We're going to do some Ames Tonight facts here. Ames Tonight was once run by a Mr. Dick Mart. Real or alternative fact?
Ames Tonight. Now is that the one? This one?
It's Ames Tonight.
Okay. Alternative fact.
That baby's real. All right, that baby's real as it gets. All right, we've only got a couple more here on real or alternative facts. Once again, the scores, they don't matter because I wasn't keeping track, so I think it's tight. Regardless, real or alternative fact, we're going to Andreas again. Donald Trump is the president of the United States.
Oh, why you gotta drop that on me? Can I do a lifeline?
Yes.
And I would like to say that is an alternative fact.
I agree with you.
Thought you would?
Up next, we've got the Trap King. Purell hand sanitizer kills 99.9% of bacteria and germs. Is that a real or alternative fact?
That's real.
That's alternative. It kills 99.99% of bacteria and germs. Make sure you use it to your best abilities. Now, final question, and this goes to the entire couch. Real or alternative fact? I was force-fed a tapeworm last night. But we are out of time here on Ames Tonight. I'm Taylor Mankle. For our fantastic host, make sure to stay tuned as we've got the wrap-up coming next.